how wonderful it was that she was, I mean, she crocheted because her children were cold.
Yep.
She had to, and I don't have to do that, but what a great way to connect with the past. You know, I learned crochet so that, you know, I could kind of feel a little bit more connected to a woman who clearly was a loving, kind woman that I never got to meet.
What was her first name?
Laura.
Laura
Peterson.
All right.
And she immigrated from Denmark when she was a teenager.
Ah, yeah.
So, yeah. So anyway, I learned to crochet first, and I love the art. And I did it. I learned when my babies were little because I needed something quiet to do while they were napping, just for myself. But then I got inspired to learn to knit too because my mother, amazing knitter. So I do both.
Yeah, and there was a great reason. Yeah. We're going to go over here, and she's going to show you the reason why maybe you want to learn how to knit and crochet.
Right. So there are some things I like crocheted for, and there are some things I like knit for. Knitting is more like weaving. It creates a stretchier fabric with a little bit more drape and fluidity. But crocheting, it's like tying a series of knots, and it gives you a really nice, thick, bulky, you know, warm,
it's a denser
yes,
fabric.
A denser fabric.
Yeah.
And so one of the things I like to do is I like to knit. I knit this poncho out of Barocco Remix, knit this poncho, and then I crocheted this beautiful, delicate little edging on it. And I just love it. The other thing I like to do is crochet hats. The hat it's thicker and warmer. It gets cold here in Wisconsin. Okay. But I like to knit the brim because a knit brim is stretchier than a crocheted brim, and it sticks on your head better, and it's more comfortable. So I love doing that. And then the other thing, I'm still working on this. This is a sweater I'm making. I'm crocheting the sweater, and the pattern calls for a crocheted rib on the bottom, but I prefer a knit rib.
Oh, I do too. That's so sweet.
I crocheted the body of the sweater, and then I just pick up the ribbing, and I can knit the ribbing. And so it's got a little bit more, you know, stretch and give around, you know, my hip area. Yeah. Which is
more forgiving.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I definitely need that. So I am the crochet teacher here. I love to teach crochet.
And to children?
Yes, I love teaching children. They're so creative and fearless, and you know, once they hit the age where they have the fine motor skills, they just pick it up so quickly.
Yeah, and maybe a lot of you find that too if you teach or even watch a son or daughter learn fiber arts. They're in the mode to learn anyway. They're not nearly as hard on themselves as some of the adults are. I don't even want to tell you some of the things adults in our class have said in the past. They are like hard on themselves. Yeah. But when people come into the shop and they ask you, because you do both, and they'll ask me sometimes too, they'll say, which is easier? They think one is easier than the other. What do you tell them?
No, I say yes. It totally depends on how your brain communicates to your hands and how you see things visually. Knitting is done I mean, you can knit in the round, but knitting is done more flat. So if you see things, you understand things two-dimensionally, knitting is easier, I think. Crochet is really more three-dimensional. It's easier to do, you know, to do like scallop lacy patterns, in my opinion, and like the amigurumi, the little animals, or cat toys or dog toys. So I prefer, you know, crochet when I'm making some kind of shape, but knitting is you know, done easily flat. So
and you're right about that. It's sort of how your brain sees it. And we always encourage people to try both. Try knit, crochet, learn both, you know, because as Wendy said, there are times when you want to be able to do both. Now for me, I don't see crochet. Wendy taught me how to crochet.
She did a great job. She was a good student.
Well, thank
you. Just
you.
Not her favorite art.
No, I just don't see it. I don't read it as well. Yeah. So let's go back here and tell us about some of the crochet kits that we have that you can purchase.
Let's talk about the crochet. This is one of my favorite patterns here. This is the Dottie cowl. and it's a mosaic crochet pattern. And so you actually crochet on both sides of the piece. So the end, you know, one side looks a little different than the other side. So you actually get a two-sided piece. And the Dottie cowl pattern here is available on Ravelry, and it calls for a fingering weight yarn. I used a sport weight. I don't like to follow the rules. So here I did, this is crazy. The color changing yarn here is Crazy by Stonehenge, sorry.
Yeah.
And then I used, this one I used really bright, fun, alternate, contrasting colors by Nature Spun, Brown Sheep.
I love that, because you know what you can do if you're not a yellow person, put this next to your face. You know,
but I'm not a yellow person, but I love the color yellow.
Oh,
so I don't get to wear it very often, but so that's how I solve my problems. So, and we do sell, you know, we do sell both the Crazy yarn by Stonehenge, and then the Brown Sheep's oops, sorry, thank you. The Brown Sheep's Nature Spun. But you can do it in any fun, you know, it can be solids, you know, fingering weight. I've seen it done in a lot of great things.
use a G hook for that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, depending upon your gauge, of course, and whether you use a sport weight or fingering weight, whatever.
Okay.
The next cowl that I'm going to show you
that's the
is
chroma.
the Aspen Chroma cowl, and I just barely finished this, and I made this out of the Unique fingering yarn. And Unique is hand dyed in Turkey, and every skein you buy, they plant a tree. So you know, it's kind of fabulous that way. This was a fun crochet. I like to make things that kind of make people think, you know, is that really crocheted or is that knit? You know, I like to fool people a little bit. They never know what to expect out of me. And this is one of those patterns, you know, you're not quite sure if it's crocheted or knit. So so that was a fun quick little pattern that I made.
Okay.
So let's talk about this shoulder cozy.
Oh yes.
So this is a pattern that I created. And it's a shoulder cozy. It's a knit look shoulder cozy. So it looks knit, but it's actually crocheted.
Yeah.
And I made it out of the Noro Subame, which is got silk in it. And I carried with it Artesia mohair by Barocco.
Yeah, there's samples right
so
there.
So we have both of those things here. So the Subame and the Artesia hand dyed mohair.
And could
by
somebody
Barocco.
use the kid silk
Oh,
base?
you bet. Okay. You bet. Any kind of mohair. My current mode of operation is to carry mohair with everything, because it just, sometimes I want a contrast mohair, sometimes I want a same color mohair, but it just adds a nice halo and a nice softness to it that I need. You know, I'm so delicate.
Have you done any socks with
I have not.
There you go.
Well, we'll have to see. Maybe next year you can catch up with my socks.
You know, one of the things I love about this is the way the collar is so structured. Did you design this pattern? Or?
I did.
Wow.
I did.
How in the world did you do that?
Well, a lot of trial and error that goes into my knitting and crocheting.
Because you've got bars on the sides.
So this is what I love about this shape, is that when I get cold, and I do get cold, I'm a coldy person, I am able to pull this down over my shoulders, and it keeps my core warm, which you know, is really important to me. But you know, a poncho, when you go to put your coat on, a poncho really, you know, gets like trapped in your armpit area. So this shape is really nice. You can pull it up over your shoulders and tuck it into your coat, and it really insulates that zipper area or button area of your coat.
You can leave
where
it
the
open.
wind can get in. Yeah, or you can leave it open. So that's one of my favorite shapes, and I designed this after knitting one of my favorite garments. I wear this garment almost every day in the winter. This is the Getting Warmer cowl by, I believe it's a Space Trio or Trico. I have it written down. Yeah. And I knit this out of the Noro's Ito, and I carried with it mohair, and the pattern calls for a garter stitch around. I made it stockinette, just because purling takes me forever.
I think I've seen you even wear that in the summer when we have the air conditioning on.
It's quite possible. It's quite possible. But again, you know, it pulls down over your shoulders when you're cold, and it pops back up. And I love the Noro because it literally, every color, it matches every outfit I have.
Very nice.
So I love
Very
that. And since we're talking cowls, let's talk about this.
Oh, yes. I'm
Is
going to
it-
flip this over the other way.
You bet.
Whoa,
So
boy.
this is a cowl that I knit out of Malabrigo Rios, and I carried with it mohair because that's what I love to do. And it's a class I'm offering. Now, we're all saddened by the passing of Kat Bordy.
Yeah.
And so I was, you know, searching through her patterns, and I came across this. Now, this was not written by her, but it uses her Mobius cast on, which is such a clever piece of knitting.
Is it hard?
Oh my gosh. It is not at all hard once you understand, you know,
Okay.
how to do it. And then it's just like knitting in the round.
Okay.
But we're offering a class on this actually, and it is a Zoom class, so anybody can tune in. We're doing our first hybrid class. So if you're in the area and you feel comfortable coming into the shop, you know, I do have some spots for,
In person.
in person. So this is the information on this class. It's a $50 class. It's 2 hours on 2 different Saturdays, October 2nd and October 16th. You need approximately 300 yards of a worsted weight, but an Aran or a chunky weight would work fine as long as you use the appropriate needles to get your gauge.
Sure, it's very
Yeah,
forgiving.
my next one is going to be out of chunky yarn. But you need a 40-inch circular to do the Mobius cast on, and then you cast off half the stitches, and then you need a 24-inch circular. And you also need a stitch marker. So if you're interested in signing up for this, please give us a call, 262-646-9392. And we can get you signed up and send you a Zoom link, and you can Zoom along with us. So once again, that is the Harmonia's Rings Cowl. And we have I have picked out some great yarns here for people who want some help. So I did the Malabrigo Rios, which is a great superwash yarn, and I carried with it mohair. Now this is the Katia mohair, which is on spools, which is brilliant.
Yes.
So easy to use. So I have some great purple and green and autumnal, and then I also picked out some Ito, and this is the Lang's Alpaca Super Light. So it gives you the same effect, the same halo in alpaca. So, you know, if for some reason you would prefer alpaca over the mohair, no problem, we got it. And this is another one of those great cowls that you pull down over your shoulders when you're chilly, and then, you know, you can, you know, pop it up around your neck when it's time to put on your coat.
I know it's going to mess up your beautiful hair,
Oh,
but
yeah.
can you put it on?
I'm not worried about. Oh, of course.
Thank you.
You bet. All of my girlfriends are getting these this year for Christmas.
Oh boy, am I glad I know you.
Yeah, be aware.
Okay.
So just something fun and different with this cute little twist in it. And
That
you can
is
make
so
it. You can make it
cute.
into a poncho if you want. You can keep on going.
Yeah.
That works too. Or if you want to stop sooner, it could be this cute little cowl with this little Mobius twist in it. So,
Yeah.
so of course, I see it. Yes, this could be knit in cotton. I see a question. It can be knit in anything.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm going to try a chunkier weight. This is worsted weight. The pattern calls for worsted weight, but I'm going to use a chunky weight. I'm sure an Aran would work fine. Any fiber would be great. This is Noro Ito's. The other shoulder cozy that I showed you is Noro Subame. I saw a question pop up.
Oh, did you?
So,
Okay.
yes. This is the Subame, which is a silk blend. It's got more silk in it actually than Silk Garden.
Yeah.
And this has got 4 times the yardage on it than a ball of Silk Garden. So this is really a great price for silk yarn from Japan that, you know, they do such a beautiful job with their colors. So,
I'll show you the Noro wall in a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but before I forget, I want to give you our contact information there because Wendy has shared some incredible patterns, kits, and the opportunity to join us for a Zoom class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you our phone number, our email, and our website. So you might want to get something to write with. I know there's a lot of information coming at you within each hour. But if you write this down, and you can make notes too if you have questions as well. What is the gold cowl I am wearing? Oh, Nancy, I was hoping you would ask. It is a maroon or a Marie Green pattern. It's called the Spiced Ginger Shawl. The Spiced Ginger Shawl by Marie Green. And I was given this book as a wonderful birthday present earlier this month. And that's the book that it's in. It's not available as an individual pattern, but Marie has divided up all the patterns via season. So obviously the Spiced Ginger Shawl is fall.
Yes.
Yep, so it's fall. And it's Malabrigo. I used Malabrigo. So I love Marie Green patterns too, Diane. Yep, and look at that.
I love Malabrigo.
Yeah. What's not to love?
Right?
And the little pin that I have on, the shawl pin that I have on, I'll go back and show you. Hopefully I won't forget. But it's made here. Susan Forbes, the other owner operator of Knitch, does these beautiful felted shawl pins. So, and Wendy is holding up the information as I will read it to you. Our phone number is 262-646-9392. Did that sound professional?
You did.
Okay, good.
She's a professional.
No. And then our website is knitchyarns@gmail.com.
That's our email.
That's our email.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our email. Our website is knitch.net. And you can find us on Facebook too. Just search for Knitch, Knitch, and you will find us. And comment on our feed here, and we will put you in our drawing for our grand prize. We have a beautiful,
you got to see
beautiful
this.
set of Knitter's Pride interchangeable needles, a full set. So that is our grand prize. So remember to like us and follow us for all of our great inspirational ideas all year round. You'll be amazed.
Oh, yeah. And our passphrase.
Oh,
for your passport.
For your passport.
Yep.
So if you have a passport from the yarn crawl and you need to fill out our passphrase is "Our yarn loves you back!" ! Make sure you put the exclamation mark on so that the script that runs the comparison will find it.
Yep.
So our yarn loves you back.
Okay. All that said, I'm going to come back out here, show you those pins, and on the way back, we'll pick up Susan Forbes, who has another unique take on the shop. You know, we all have different gifts and skills, and the one thing that we do have in common is we all have a passion for fiber arts and teaching, especially when we talked about children. You know, what greater joy is there than to pass on a skill that you know to a younger generation? I mean, I think that's so important. So here, let me get over here, and these are some more of the shawl pins. Each one has a different color. I love this one too. And these are for sale if you'd like to purchase them. They're $30 each. And Susan has designed them and made them. They're very, very light. So if you have a fingering weight shawl and you want something, maybe not metal, maybe metal's not going to be your thing. This is a little heavier, so I could have used metal. But every once in a while, it's nice to have, you know, something lighter for fingering weight. Isn't that pretty? There you go. And there's one more, and some of them are really generously sized. So if you have a large garment that you've knit or crocheted and you want a shawl pin, then we have those. Just mention, oh, thank you, Kathy. We love our shop too. So just mention the shawl pin here. Okay, we're gonna go back over here. And what I wanna do is find Susan Forbes, because she has another name that she goes by, and that is Fair Yarn Mother. So here we go. I'm going to come to this side of you since we have it on a different angle. Meet Susan Forbes.
Hi, how are you?
You want to tell us a little bit about your experience with yarn?
Yarn?
Yeah.
I'm an indie dyer for about 15 years. I did a lot of stitches and sheep and wools and yarn con and even the knit and crochet shows.
Yes.
And I did art fairs and
Art
things
fairs,
like that.
that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, and these little so by profession I was a environmental scientist, and I tried to keep corporations like the auto industry, Ford and GM and Chrysler, I tried to keep them clean. anyways, so those are all like leftover pieces of things that I used in the past, all the dyes and stuff. And a lot of these are leftover parts from watches that I got and I took apart. And
Who thinks to do something like that? Just
yeah.
yeah.
So they're a lot of fun. And the backgrounds are all like local wool. A lot of growers don't know what to do with their fleeces and stuff. And so
Yeah.
I would take them and I would make all of these felt pieces and I use it as the back.
Let's show you some of the things that Susan does in her spare time, like when she's not drinking coffee and not sleeping.
I drink a lot of coffee.
We drink a lot of coffee. Oh gosh. Yeah. All right. Show us a little bit of this is Susan's Wonderland here.
Yeah, this is my corner, I guess. So up on top are all the fiber braids. They're about 4.2 ounces. They're all different colors, and I dye them in different ways. So some of them have a small chunk of color, and others have are like a gradient, and you can see it when you go up. Like this green one here. That one's like a gradient and it goes into a blue, where the rest have like little flashes of color and stuff, and I have a variety of them.
And they're different fiber content too.
Yes, they are. So I have blue face luster, which a lot of beginning spinners, that's their favorite, and it's still my favorite too.
Why? Why is that?
Well, it just wants to be spun.
Okay.
It's soft. It's not as soft as merino.
Okay.
But it has like just a little bit of, I don't want to say coarseness because it's really not coarse, but it has just a little tinge of coarseness, and it wants to bring its brothers with it. So it's very easy to spin, and that's what most people, I think, would learn to spin on, was blue face luster. And then next to it, the purples there, that's tarji. Tarji, silk, and bamboo. And I also have, I have a variety of fibers and stuff at home. So when I put together like the fiber bats, this is a combination of everything. I don't know if you can see this.
That's beautiful.
These are locks, right? From fleeces. I usually get a couple of fleeces a year. This year was a little particular because we didn't have sheep and wool, and I usually get the fleeces at sheep and wool because I just like to see the comments from the judges for like 4-H.
Yeah, that's a big festival nearby.
Yeah. So anyways, and we didn't have sheep and wool this year, so I had to buy them on the internet. But there's so many sheep growers and stuff, and they're all so particular. This is what was this? This is a Lincoln. And so I dye them in all, I like bright colors. Anyways.
And these are for sale?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. And I have all different bats, all different yarns, all different locks. Down here, if you can get I'll bring it up.
Okay.
This is Romney. This is one of the fleeces that I got before. Maybe we can shine a light on it and then they kind of glow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
They're all different colors. And so I carefully washed all the fleeces, this fleece, so that I could, pick out the individual lock, and then I dyed it.
I think I was here on a day when you were washing some of those.
Yes, I wash
back.
them I wash them out in the back room. It's very convenient because we have a deep sink.
Yeah.
And if I were at home, I would have to go into the basement and climb, bring water up the stairs.
Yeah.
And so here it's very convenient. Plus, I'm usually working.
Yes. Well, and that's a beautiful thing to be able to tap into somebody's knowledge that goes from the basement all the way up, so to speak, from yarn that is on the sheep that needs to be sheared and washed, and all the way through the processes to dye it and spin it. And Susan has it's a machine knitting that you do the sock blanks with, right?
Yeah, I make, maybe here. So I have about 7 knitting machines, all different types, models, and
because you need
they have
7.
Well, you do.
You're joking.
You really do.
Okay.
So she's looking at me like I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. Okay. So what I do is I take 2 strands of yarn, and this is on a bulky machine.
Okay.
because it can handle a worsted weight. 2 fingering yarns would be a worsted weight. And I knit this into a fabric on the knitting machine. And I know how many ounces, how many yards, you know, I have to go for so many rows
Okay.
of knitting. And then I
Sounds
take
like a
this-
story problem, y'all. It sounds like a story.
Yeah, well, I have a technical background.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then I dye it in all different colors, and like I think I said before, I like bright colors, and I have so I dye them in a big chunk of color so that it goes into another color. So something like this, it
Oh,
goes
yeah.
from one color into the next.
That's a perfect sample and example to show you. Yep.
And it's just fun. It's fun. I find it really fun. So then you take them apart, and then you can make your socks are identical.
Oh. there you go.
So here's a pair that are pretty eclectic, but you can see they're identically dyed. And
Yep.
you can go in, this was dyed differently, you know, in like different splotches and stuff. But you can see, again, it's identical.
So
So
when
they-
you get the sock blank and you start knitting from it, you start with the 2 ends then?
Yeah,
Okay.
you pull it apart.
Okay.
You let it rest for a couple of days, and then you just knit away.
Yep. So if you want any of the sock blanks, those are for sale too.
Yep.
What that green blue scarf was on Ravelry. Oh, Sherry loves sock blanks. So yep, if you want to purchase any or need to purchase any,
Just call the store.
Yeah.
And we'll figure it out.
and the phone number again and stuff.
Is 262
Yep.
646 9392.
Mhm.
You
And-
can contact us, you can text us, you can email us, you can do whatever your heart's desire, and we'll help you.
Yeah.
We've been doing that through the whole pandemic, and we're pretty used to it now.
Yeah.
We even have we can do Facebook Live, we can do a chat. We can take you around here, and you can pick out what you want.
Yes. Oh, speaking of taking you around, I almost forgot. I was going to show you our famous Noro wall. I mean,
Yes.
we have so much Noro. You have to see in just about every kind of weight you can imagine. We've got the Noro sock yarn up here, way up at the top of our Noro wall. We have the heavier weights as well. This is the, don't tell me now, Akari. And we've got the Baki, every kind of Noro. Go all the way down to the bottom here, so you can see that. Also, we have over here, this is one of Wendy's new favorites. This is really, really pretty. That's a Tsubami. And they're very generous. Are they like 2 skeins in one, basically?
It's more like 4.
4 skeins. What?
Yeah. Well,
Look at that.
so most of the yarn is 50 grams, and that's 200 grams.
Wow.
And it's beautiful. It has a lot of silk in it.
This is really pretty too. I think this is underrated, the Noro Sonata. And that's what this shawl is. Look at how pretty it knits up. Do you remember the name of the pattern for this?
No,
So,
but we
okay.
can find it. Oh,
Okay.
well,
Oh, there it
look
is.
here.
Voila.
Oops.
It's,
It's raining.
it's raining yarn
Sonata.
everywhere.
There it is. Let's see. Yeah. It's called Eyelet Shawl.
Eyelet shawl. Okay. In case you have any questions about that.
It is it's a lovely yarn.
One of my new favorites is recently new into the shop is this beautiful, I'm going to pick out a bright color here for you. And this is the, let me see, Testudo. So there you go. Look at the colors. So pretty.
There's
And
the
that's,
gauge swatch we made up for it.
yeah. Oh man, is that pretty. And I think Wendy's doing a sweater
Yes,
out
she
of
is.
this colorway too.
And the name means tweed in Japanese.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And here's some Noro samples up here. I will show you if I can angle this correctly. There's a poncho. And I made that. That was on the front, this little cowl was on the front of one of the Noro magazines recently, and I just had to make that. So again, if you have any questions, you can, if you're on the Zoom, of course, you can put them in the chat window there, and we will try and answer them for you. I'm going to walk back here just a little bit and show you some of the weaving that we do. I mentioned that I actually didn't start knitting, learning how to knit, until I was about 60 years old, which was 7 years ago. And I regret that to this day, because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I had learned how to knit. There were no women in my family did, they sewed, grandmas sewed, but nobody really did needle art at all. So I had to teach myself before I knew the shop even existed. And so I've been knitting for 7 years, and I thought, gosh, I have a lot of stash. Now I know that I'm probably the only one on Zoom and Facebook that has a lot of stash, but I'm thinking, I've got to use this faster, because there are, you know, things I want to learn how to do or create. So I asked Susan to show me how to weave. And fortunately, here at Knitch in Delafield, Wisconsin, we are an authorized Ashford dealer. So we've got a catalog, we can get you things, we can show you. We've got a couple looms here on the wall. The top one is a Shocked, and you know, that's a lovely, lovely loom as well. And then the bottom one is an Ashford, and that's super duper pretty. And then we have some other items here. We just got this adorable, cute little mini Carter in. And like I said, because we're an authorized dealer for Ashford, we can get you probably just about anything. So again, I'll give you the phone number, the website, and the email in just a moment. And have you used this, Susan? This,
Oh, yes.
You,
yes,
you like it?
Lovely. I love that. This is perfect for spinners. It has, it can be on the floor, and it's convertible. It can be, you can clamp it to a table, but for me, I have to take it off. Eventually, you know, you spin everything up onto a bobbin, and you have to take it off the bobbin. And this is just really nice. So if this was on the table, you would be lifting up, you know, like all the way up on top, and that's inconvenient. And this is perfect for spinners.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's all wood. It's beautiful, and it, you know, it expands. And he's so clever. He's marked, you know, what's like 2 yards.
Oh yeah, I can see the.
And what's 1 yard. So all you have to do to figure out the yards in what you just spun is to count the rounds.
The revolutions. Oh.
Yep.
Okay, there's more. That's another story problem. There's more math involved in that I want to know about.
Yes.
But somebody did it.
Yes, somebody did it.
That's the important thing. And look at some of the beautiful scarves that have been woven. Just gorgeous. I'm going to put this up on a chair so I can unfold a couple of these for you, because they're so, so pretty. Let me see if I can get that to stay right there. Yeah. Okay. But you can see some of the detail, and this is just simple weaving. You know, one of the things I've been doing recently, I think it's called, is it Saori or just free weaving? Yeah. Saori. And I've been putting little pieces of fiber that Susan showed you, unfinished fiber, silk, and really enjoying sort of a free form kind of weaving. Here's another one. And we offer the weaving classes here as well. In fact, there isn't anything that we don't offer, that we can't teach you how to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We like all the challenges.
We do.
After you're done, we have prizes to give away.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So Brianne Nightingale, she's getting a blue sky alpaca skein, and we have the expanded feather cowl. It knits up really nice, and I bet you this would be really pretty in it. And Eileen Kratz, she's getting a Ella Ray book,
Oh,
and it says Rug Emporium introducing classic superwash wools. And LRA is just a lovely, they have lovely yarns.
so you need to get addresses for those people? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
and we'll go back and contact them.
Okay, so those are the first 2 winners. Send us your address, and again, I'll give you the phone number. I know it may be repetitive for some of you, but we've got new people coming on all the time, so don't want to leave them out. We're located in Delafield, Wisconsin, which is about, I don't know, 20 minutes west of Milwaukee and about 40 minutes east of Madison. So those are the big cities that are around us, but we're in lake country, basically is what they call us out here because, again, no offense to our friends in Minnesota, but do we have the lakes. We've got Oconomowoc and
Neshota, Upper Nebaban, Lower Nebaban,
Golden Lake, Silver Lake,
Pewaukee Lake,
Hidden Lake, Crooked Lake.
Golden Lake.
God, so many. And here's,
Beautiful scenery, great fishing.
yeah.
Great place to vacation. Delafield is such a cute little town.
And isn't this, it's becoming now the most gorgeous time of year.
Yeah,
out
it really
here,
is.
I think.
And there's so much to do just in the greater Milwaukee area too.
Switch sides here.
So, you know, it's a great family vacation. I mean, the zoo, there's all kinds of festivals in the fall. There's, you know, beautiful colors, lots of hiking, you know, like I said, great fishing and hunting.
And if you can ever come and visit our shop in person, you won't go hungry because we're surrounded by restaurants.
Yes,
Yeah.
such great. And we've got a little of everything. We've got Italian, we've got, you know, bar and grill food. We got, you know, California cuisine. We got
Frozen custard,
Mexican. Oh, the frozen
Frozen
custard. Yeah, don't get me
or
started.
coffee, blue
Yeah.
collar coffee.
You bet.
Yeah.
Mhm. I wanted to show you the sweater that I am wearing.
Oh, that's,
This is a crocheted sweater, and it is super, super, yes, super, super warm. I made it out of the chunky alpaca. So, you know, it was a quick crochet. And I love this color. And this is the Viola Raglan sweater by Courtney A. Clark. And here's the information about how I made it. Like I said, it was super quick. I think I made it in less than a week.
it almost
And,
feels like you could wear like a tank underneath,
Yes.
and it would be like a jacket.
Right. Yeah. For most people, not me, because I'm always cold. But yeah, somebody commented about our cheese head.
Oh,
We do. We have a cheese head.
yeah, we do.
We do. We have a cheese head. Ellen's
on.
going to model it for you.
Because it goes.
It does.
It
It
goes
goes
with
with
what
her
I have.
outfit much better than mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
That is-
pack.
That is a great look on you.
Dress me, Mom.
There you go.
Okay.
Great look on you. So thanks for noticing.
Yeah.
Welcome to Wisconsin. Go, Pat, go.
There you go.
Mhm.
This is sort of a weird hat because it's cheddar colored, but it's got holes
Yeah,
like
like-
Swiss cheese.
It really doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
There's
so
no
you can tell it's
cheddar
foam.
Swiss.
Yeah.
You know. So
Mhm.
there you go. Now we have some other kits back here too.
Yeah.
We've got this
Can
cowl,
we talk about the caged cowl?
the caged cowl.
So this is a pattern that I wrote. So again, it's free with purchase here, and I made it out of Rasta and sock yarn. Does not use an entire ball of Rasta. I picked out some great colors here. If you're interested in purchasing, please call us. I know our website shop is not working. We're very, very sorry, but we'd love to talk to you on the phone. We're very friendly. So call us or email us. You know, we can FaceTime you, or, you know, find out some way to, you know, get you to see what's going on here, and we can ship it out to you.
We send
We are-
pictures sometimes. You take
Yep.
pictures.
When we were shut down, we were emailing and texting pictures all the time. So anyway, this is the caged cowl, and it is crocheted. And here is, like I said, I wrote the pattern. So here it is. It's all set to go. And the cost of the kits is basically the cost of the yarn. So depending upon if you go with Caracol or Rasta, or which sock yarn you go for, you know, what colorways you prefer, you know, we are happy to do a personalized kit.
So
We are
each
all
kit
about
is
personal service.
individually priced depending on the
Yes.
price of
Yep.
the cost of the
Yep.
yarn.
Mhm.
The pattern
So-
is free. It's already in the bag, y'all.
Mhm. Yep.
So
So,
that's nice.
and I'm happy to offer, you know, if you want to call me, you know, with issues, we're happy to help.
Well, and I
So-
like this. Looks like stained glass to me in
Isn't
a
this
way.
a pretty one? Right, but I am dying. I think this might
Yes.
have to go home with me. The
Okay.
green and the pink. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So We'll see. That's the problem with working in a yarn shop is I end up with lots of
And
yarn.
this is a hot color this year too.
Yeah.
You see a lot of
The
this.
chartreuse.
Chartreuse, is that?
Mhm,
Yeah.
That's the green. Yep.
I call it avocado on fire.
Yes,
But
this
it
yarn
could be-
is Rasta by Malabrigo. This is the Rasta. You could also use Caracol by Malabrigo. And the cowl itself. Now this one that I made is a double cowl.
Oh, it is.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So but you certainly can if you don't prefer the double, you just cut it in half. Cut the number of chains in half.
Well, I'm gonna.
So
You say cut it in half.
oh yeah, no, don't
Don't
cut your scarf. Cut the number of beginning chains in half. So, and like I said, it does not take the whole skein of the Malabrigo, the Rasta, or so you can make two. So no, I don't steep personally. I don't get scissors anywhere near my work. Susan, she can steep. We'll let her the expertise on that.
That's another
So-
amazing thing about the shop. You know, there are people here that can actually teach you how to do anything. Just for funsies, let me take you out here and show you some of the felting that we do. It's something else that we're really big on. Susan's husband, Jim, is a self-taught felt artist. And we've got felting kits over here. I'll show you some of see if we can find those pumpkins that Jim did, but we've got some of the felting tools. Do you guys know where the pumpkins are that were felted? Those are adorable. I'll take you out here and show you. Okay, yep, and we'll, is that another prize? Okay, we'll give away another prize in a second. Look at these guys. These are like our little forest creatures. Can you see them? Oh, down, Ellen. So there are some little felted friends there. Yep. We have some more. Oh, yeah, out here. We have some more felt. Yes. Oh, there they are. Thanks, Jenny. She's going to put them on the table here. We've got a full complement of co-workers here today. It's awesome. So
we have some more prizes.
more prizes. Okay, just got to show them the pumpkins here. So we offer felting classes. Jim taught me last year to felt a Santa from I had zero knowledge. I mean, like zero knowledge. And within, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours, we did a fun Santa. So that's something else that we do. Okay, Wendy's going to call out some more prize winners.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So prize winners, we have Jennifer Bernard. You will be shipped a pattern book from, I believe it's coming from California.
Oh.
So please send us your shipping information and we'll make sure that gets to you. And then Marilee Kammerer. We have a collection of books, pattern books from
Brooklyn
Tweed.
Nice.
So Marilee Kammerer, please send us your shipping information and we will make sure that this gets to you.
Somebody was so sweet yesterday. We wanted to ship something, or Friday, to ship something out, and they sent us their email address.
Yeah, no,
I'm like, we
no.
can't shrink it.
Yeah, no. But I don't know if you've noticed, but I've done another wardrobe change.
Yes, Vanna.
I wanted to show you this sweater. This is so comfortable. I mean, this is almost like sweatshirt kind of sweater.
Sorry, I keep feeling everything you
it's
put
all right.
on,
You can
but-
touch me.
okay.
It's all right. There's a lot of ribbing, 1x1 ribbing in this, so it's really super stretchy. So this is the Metropolis by Tanis Laval, and I have made it by I've made it out of Noro's Baki because I need something big and chunky and warm. I was actually wearing this the other day. It's still September. I know.
Well,
I'm
it's
crazy.
Wisconsin.
I know, right? And of course I carried mohair with it because that is
Sure
my
you
jam.
can.
That is what I do. So I carried a dark blue mohair with this to get kind of a contrast.
But you know, it didn't hide. It didn't hide the colors.
No, it didn't at all. In fact, I find that when I add a dark mohair to something bright or light, I actually see the colors better because there is more of a contrast. So the pink sweater I'm making out of the Noro Sweeto that Ellen was talking about before, I'm carrying the same color mohair. And it just adds this beautiful haze on, you know, to the fabric. So I'm not going to see it at all, but that I wanted to really focus on the yarn on that.
Hey, I have a tip for you for
Mhm.
people that want to hold like a mohair.
Mhm.
Is there any tips or tricks?
Well,
that
you know, one of the things I really like is we have in mohair, concept mohair by Katya, and it comes on a spool. Now, you know, I've used Kid Silk Hayes kind of mohair forever, like, you know, most of us, and you know how the halo causes it to catch when you're pulling it out all the time, and that light bulb goes flying across the room. Putting it on the spool is fabulous
Genius.
idea. It's genius. I'm going to put all of my mohair on a spool from now on.
I can take you over and show
Yeah.
you. Bring your
Mhm.
beautiful sweater
You
with
bet.
you here.
Mhm.
Okay. So this is what.
Yeah,
oh,
we've sold quite a bit recently, so we're out of some colors, but it comes in 50 shades. So really, any color you need, you know, is involved in here. And of course, we sell a lot of the Rowan's Kid Silk Haze. We do sell a lot of that, and that is wonderful. And I showed you earlier the Alpaca Light by Super Light by Lang, which it gives you the exact same effect with the price point and fiber content of alpaca.
Mhm.
So
Any of those you
yes, exactly.
hold.
Any of these you could carry along with, you know, anything else, anything bulkier.
could. How
So
long did it take you out of the
this,
factory to do that?
seriously, I'm not a knitter. I'm the crochet teacher. This took me less than a week to knit. And I just went around just zip, 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 because you make it on such big needles.
Yeah.
And I got to say, this is the first sweater I've ever made that fits me. I mean, usually they're like, I have had these big ones, and I've had, you know, the ones that are, you know, like belly
cropped.
button.
Yeah, cropped. I'm
when they
beyond
weren't
cropped.
supposed. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Way beyond
I'm
that.
beyond
Too many
cropped.
kids.
Yeah.
So this is my favorite thing ever. Noro, Malabrigo, mohair, alpaca, something with some soft, some fuzz, some warm.
Mhm.
That's what I need.
Does it change the way you treat it then? You wash it or anything?
Well, not if you're doing mohair or Noro, because
Okay.
Noro is not, it's only hand wash.
Okay.
So, you know, that, but you do need to be careful if you're using the Rios. The Rios is super wash and mohair is not.
Yeah, yep.
So you take your chance. Now, I can't think that a little strand of mohair is going to cause a lot of felting, but you never know. And I put so much love and energy into my projects that I don't want to ruin them in the wash.
Yeah.
So
No, that's beautiful.
yeah.
And that's a fun knit. That makes you smile.
is.
Every time she wears it,
I call
go,
this my
"Oh."
fabulous rainbow sweater because every day I wear it, I'm thrilled.
Yep.
I'm happy. I did see that you had a question about the Knit Look Cozy, or the Knit Look Shoulder Cozy. That's a crochet pattern that I wrote personally. So it's available
That's going to
here.
make you famous someday.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's available here for free if you purchase the yarn, and I use the Noro Subame, and I carried mohair. I carried Barocco's Artesia mohair with that one, but any mohair would work. And the Subame is a quadruple ball, so it's way too much.
Let's go show them the colorways over
Yeah.
there that you,
Yeah.
how do you choose when you?
Oh my gosh. Well, that's just it. It's so hard because I am a jewel tones girl. I'm a rainbow girl.
Yeah.
Do not get, you know, earth tones on me. I'll
Or
look like a
pastels?
corpse. No,
No.
I look terrible. That, and I love color. I love the bright colors. So Noro is so hard for me to choose because they're all so fabulous,
They are.
right? So I chose I chose the Artesia first, the mohair. I
did
wanted
you?
to
Okay.
feature the Artesia. So then I chose the Subame to go along with the Artesia, and the silk is the drape on that is just stunning.
That's my favorite
So,
colorway right there with the
this
orange in it.
Oh, with the orange in it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What?
Yep.
Look at
Yep,
that.
yep,
Yeah.
You gotta
Really
you
pretty.
gotta love the Noro. So
Really nice.
can't wait to finish my big pink sweater.
Okay. Now let me give you the contact information again. And our phone number is 262-646-9392. Did I get that right?
Yes, you
Okay,
did.
good.
You are a professional.
You know, sometimes it goes in
Yep.
one ear and
hold up
comes
the
out.
sign again.
Thank you. And then our email address is
That helps. Sorry.
knitchyarns@gmail.com. That's our
Okay.
email address. And then knitch.net with a K, .net. that is our website.
And one last time, here's our passphrase. So if you're filling out that passport, that's where this goes. It doesn't come back to our Facebook page or anything. You put this in your passport and you submit it at the end of the crawl.
Okay,
So
I think that's everything you
It is.
need, and we're getting down to just about a minute and a half left, about 90 seconds left. On behalf of Wendy and Susan, I want to thank you so much for spending an hour with us. It's really our privilege to take you around the shop. It's a place that we love so much. We love inviting people in. We love teaching.
we love our customers. Thank you so
Yes.
much for supporting us through these difficult times. We can't wait to see everybody back in the shop again whenever you're comfortable. And thank you for letting us share our passion, because
Yeah.
this is a passion for us.
And please contact us. Anything you need. I'm going to let Susan say goodbye too over here. I think we need to get her out. Susan wanted to give you an opportunity to say goodbye to everybody. Here you go.
Thank you for tuning in.
All right. Everybody have a wonderful day. And when you're in Delafield, Wisconsin, come see us, okay? Thanks again.
All right, sorry about that. Are we helping you appropriately?
All right, everybody. So now I'm going to share our screen for our vendors to thank everybody. So just a little bit, hold on a little bit. I'll expand it. Here we go.
Viola's Raglan. I'll let you do it. Or be a Clark. And I use the alpaca.
Okay, so Knitch, can you guys stop your screen share? Looks like we're kind of stuck. And then once you do that, then you can stop recording too, so that we can turn it over to Jennifer. at Plymouth Harbor Yarns. You're muted. Let me unmute you. Okay, so you need to unmute, Jennifer.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, and then let me make sure you're spotlighted.
There we go.
There we
Perfect.
go. And then, so let's see, I'm hoping Knitch stopped recording and then you'll start recording.
Okay, should I start now or?
Still saying recording, so let's see, Susan, can you guys make sure you've stopped recording? Let's see if I can do it. Maybe you go ahead and see if you can go ahead and start recording, Jennifer. We'll see if that takes care of it.
Yep, I have it recording.
Okay, great.
Good. Am I ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Welcome to Plymouth Harbor Knits. I'm so glad that you can join us this afternoon.